Hey everybody, happy hump day. I'm going to do a beer today I have never had before. It's a specialty from Schlafly Brewing. I have a tendency to like their beers. This, unfortunately, it says was bottled with love on 3/20/2012, so it's about 5 months old. It's a once a year release. It's their special release Export India Pale Ale. This comes in at 7.2% ABV. Like I said, it's about 5 months old, so I'm going to take that into account when I do the review. It's not as fresh as I certainly would like it, but I've never seen it at our local store. Anyway, a little bit from the website. It says, our Export IPA India Pale Ale is a strong, heavily hopped British-style ale. This beer features a big malt backbone of two-row and caramel malted barley. Export IPA has a high level of bitterness from English hop varieties, Pilgrim and East Kent Goldings, which lend a spicy lemon flavor. The English yeast strain adds a fruity component to the beer. A little bit of history. It says Export IPAs were first brewed in England for British troops in India during the late 1700s. To withstand the long voyage, regular pale ales were fortified with more malted barley for a higher alcohol content and extra hops as a natural preservative. Many believe this strong ale was then watered down for regular troops, while officers in the elite would enjoy the full-strength brew. Today, most UK and American brewers recreate this style with an alcohol content around 7 to 8% ABV. Like I said, this 7.2% ABV and 65 IBUs. So let me get this. I have a tendency to, I haven't really had a Schlafly beer that I haven't really liked. I got a lot of respect for that brewery, that's for sure. So let's get this 5-month-old IPA, and I guess I'll pretend I'm in India and they ship this to me in India, and I'm drinking it as fresh as I can get it. Oh, better hold off on that. Got a little bit left in the bottle. From the looks of it, it's pretty hazy. I don't know if this is bottle conditioned or not. One thing I like about Schlafly, they always put, I forgot to read the quote from Thoreau on the pumpkin ale, but anyway, it says, a meal of bread, cheese, and beer constitutes the perfect food. Queen Elizabeth I. So they always put a quote from somebody on their bottles. But anyway, it's an English style IPA, 5 months old, so it just got to me here in India. So let me get a nose on this and see what we got. Okay, I'm still getting some resinous, nice piney hops up front. Caramel malts. There's some floral notes there. There's a hint of citrus. I'm surprised. This is after 5 months. This is still showing some pretty good hoppiness. Got that little bit of citrus. Decent malt backbone. I can feel that, and really earthy hops throughout. It smells like it's going to be sweet with a bit of a spice character, almost like a brown sugar sweetness maybe. But anyway, that pine citrus is still pretty prevalent there, right up front on the nose. So let me give it a taste and see what we have. Okay, it's a little malty up front, maybe a little more than I expected. It might not be so much when it's fresh, but I don't know. The hop bitterness still lingers pretty good in the background. It's still a little more sweet than bitter. Bitterness is more of an aftertaste, but it's really nice nice balance between the malty sweetness and the hoppy bitterness, that's for sure. It's got sweetness, and it's backed up with, like I said, spicy and kind of dry hops. Little butter toffee type explosion near the end. Some fruity esters in the middle, maybe from the yeast, and then you get those earthy hops towards the finish, and there's almost a nice like woody oak flavor that adds a little complexity to it right there on the finish. Seems to be light to medium light bodied, maybe medium bodied. That finger of a like almost ivory head has almost disappeared. Now I've just got a ring around the glass, but it's still fairly hazy. I have a feeling this might be bottle condition. It doesn't say anything about it, but I have a feeling it might be. There's some chunkies and stuff floating around in there, but it's mostly just really hazy. Got a really nice creamy mouthfeel though. It's, like I said, light to medium light bodied, maybe almost medium bodied. But the carbonation is fairly low, so it's a lot creamier than it tastes, so or than you'd expect. So let me sit and let this warm up a bit, and I'll come back after a while with the final thoughts and grade. Okay, I'm back. It's been 10 minutes or so. It's warmed up a little bit. Not a ton has changed on the taste, but I'll tell you, for a 5-month-old IPA, this has held up pretty well. Like I said, it's if you're used to American IPAs, it's going to be kind of a strange combination of flavors, but it's darn tasty. It's really worth a try if you enjoy the English style IPAs. I'm going to try to get some fresher next year. I wasn't even aware this came out, and I was in the neighboring town the other day. I had to piss in a cup for my before I could start my new job. I guess I start next week. So I was over there and I saw this on the shelf, and I checked the date, and I said, well, it's probably my only chance to get it, so I picked up a couple bottles anyway. So I had one bottle before, so I had got an initial impression on it. But if you enjoy English style IPAs, yeah, give it a try if you can find it. And if you can find it fresh, I'm sure it's even better. I tell you, drinking this beer is easy. It's going down real quick. There's not 7.2%. There's not any alcohol in the nose or in the taste. I mean, it's really well hidden. So I mean, this could, as easily as this goes down, and at 7.2%, this could very easily be a dangerous beer. I mean, I could make this a session beer. At least in this incarnation. I don't know what the flavors are when it's fresh, but I hope to find out. But I'm going to give this a good solid 8.5 out of 10, even in this this incarnation. Darn good beer. The Schlafly Special Release Export India Pale Ale. I'm not sure if that's showing up or not. It's hard to tell in this camera, but anyway, darn good beer. Till next time, everybody, cheers. Keep drinking good beer.